Have you ever found yourself yawning non-stop in the middle of the day, your eyes getting heavy every time you sit still? But when nighttime comes, your eyes are wide open, and no matter how hard you try, you just cannot fall asleep. If you have ever experienced something like this, do not be so quick to dismiss it as just a normal part of getting older. This could actually be a sign that your body's natural biological rhythm is out of sync, and that disruption can lead to a whole range of unexpected consequences for both your physical and mental health. In today's video, I am going to reveal the hidden causes behind what seems like a simple issue, along with some super easy solutions you can start doing right away to help improve this condition and finally get a good night's sleep. Before we dive in, take a moment to drop a positive affirmation in the comments as a way of committing to attracting good things into your life. Something like, "I deserve deep and peaceful sleep every night," or feel free to share any other intention that resonates with you. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on any of the helpful content we share about health and aging well. Let's create a space full of positive energy where we can all grow and live healthy every single day. Staying awake all night and sleeping through the day is not just something that comes with getting older, like many people assume. So, what is really happening inside the body of an older adult? Let's find out right now. First, not getting enough daylight exposure. Light is the main factor that controls the human biological clock, the thing that tells the body when it should be alert and when it is time to rest. For younger people, just being exposed to morning sunlight is usually enough to reset their internal clock properly. But for older adults, things are not that simple anymore. First of all, seniors tend to stay indoors more often, spending most of their time inside, while natural sunlight is actually the strongest signal the body uses to regulate the sleep-wake cycle. Without enough exposure to daylight, the brain does not get the message that it is time to be active, leading to daytime drowsiness and disrupted sleep at night. Secondly, when night falls, instead of allowing the body to rest in darkness, many older people continue to expose themselves to blue light from television screens, smartphones, or tablets. This type of light closely mimics daylight and has the power to suppress the production of melatonin, the key hormone that makes you feel sleepy. The more screen time you get in the evening, the harder it becomes to fall into a deep, restful sleep at night. And on top of that, aging eyes gradually lose their ability to process light effectively. This makes it even easier for the brain to misread day and night signals, even if the lights are on or the curtains are open. The result: you feel tired and sleepy during the day, but at night you are wide awake and restless, a vicious cycle that clearly lowers your overall quality of life. Second, the biological clock becomes disrupted with age. One of the main reasons behind this issue is the decline in melatonin, a hormone that plays a crucial role in sleep. To put it simply, melatonin is like the body's sleep switch. In the evening, as the light around you begins to fade, a part of your brain called the pineal gland starts releasing melatonin to signal to your body that it is time to wind down. Thanks to melatonin, you start to feel naturally sleepy and drift into deep sleep. However, as we age, the body produces less melatonin, and at the same time, our eyes become less sensitive to light. This causes the sleep switch to work less effectively, sometimes not feeling sleepy at night at all, or waking up in the middle of the night and struggling to fall back asleep. When sleep gets interrupted like that, the body becomes fatigued and tries to make up for it during the day, even though daytime naps are usually not very restorative. To make things worse, a sedentary lifestyle, which is common among older adults, contributes to a sluggish and confused internal clock. When your body does not use up enough energy during the day, it does not feel a true need to rest at night, kind of like trying to shut down a car that has barely run all day. It is hard to turn off something that was never fully turned on. Third, sleep-related disorders. The first condition is called advanced sleep phase disorder, where older adults begin feeling sleepy very early in the evening, usually around 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the evening, and then wake up around 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning, even though they have not slept long enough. At first glance, it might seem like a healthy routine of going to bed early and waking up early. But in reality, that sleep is often too shallow and too short to fully recharge the body. Waking up hours before everyone else can also lead to feelings of loneliness, disconnection, or mental exhaustion. As the day goes on, fatigue builds up and causes unexpected drowsiness in the afternoon, which further disrupts the internal clock. Another common issue is fragmented sleep. Older people with this problem cannot sleep straight through the night, but instead wake up multiple times, sometimes only sleeping in short bursts. After each awakening, it becomes increasingly difficult to return to deep sleep. The entire night ends up feeling scattered and broken, never truly recharging the body. By the next day, the lingering exhaustion makes them nap frequently, often in short and unsatisfying bursts. This is especially concerning for those with neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, or memory-related disorders. When sleep becomes disrupted both day and night, it can lead to confusion, emotional instability, reduced independence, and greater reliance on caregivers. One particularly distinct psychological symptom found in elderly people with dementia is a condition known as sundowning syndrome. This occurs during late afternoon or after dark when the person suddenly becomes irritable, anxious, agitated, or begins behaving unusually, like pacing non-stop, talking to themselves, or even becoming completely disoriented. Sundowning is not just end-of-day fatigue. It is the result of cognitive decline combined with a disrupted biological rhythm, lack of light exposure, and accumulated stress. It severely impacts the mental well-being of the person affected and places a heavy burden on caregivers, especially in the evening, a time when the whole family needs rest. When sleep gets disrupted every night, the body suffers more than just a little tiredness. Hidden but serious consequences start to show up. During the day, seniors often fall into a constant state of fatigue, unable to focus on even basic daily tasks. Simple activities like walking around the house, cooking, or holding a conversation can suddenly become very challenging. More importantly, feelings of dizziness, imbalance, and unsteadiness can appear, dramatically increasing the risk of falling, which is one of the most dangerous accidents for the elderly. Even a minor fall could lead to broken bones, being bedridden, or permanently losing the ability to live independently. At night, things only get worse. When the biological clock is off track, seniors may spend hours tossing and turning before they can fall asleep, or wake up multiple times with no way of drifting back. This restlessness brings anxiety, negative thoughts, and if left unresolved, it can eventually lead to depression. Many older adults develop a fear of the night, a fear of loneliness, a fear of lying awake for hours and not being able to sleep, a silent dread that eats away at the spirit day after day and often goes unspoken. In the long run, sleep disturbances that seem minor can actually cause serious damage to memory and brain function. Older adults with poor sleep often become forgetful, confused about time, and lose their ability to process information quickly. If not addressed, this can become a gateway to cognitive decline and even dementia. On top of that, chronic sleep loss raises the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure, because poor sleep weakens the immune system, disrupts hormone balance, and causes blood pressure to fluctuate throughout the night. Once we fully understand the silent harm that comes from a disrupted sleep cycle, most of us naturally want to find a solution. The good news is, while we cannot turn back time or reverse aging, our sleep rhythm, if properly cared for, can absolutely be brought back into balance. So how can we help older adults fall asleep on time and enjoy quality rest every night without relying on medication? 1. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. Many older adults have the habit of going to bed very early, sometimes as early as 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening, thinking that the earlier you sleep, the healthier you are. But if the body is not truly ready for rest, forcing sleep too early only leads to tossing and turning, racing thoughts, and eventually a growing sense of anxiety every time bedtime approaches. Over time, this becomes a vicious cycle, making it even harder to fall asleep. Instead, a smarter and more practical approach is to push bedtime back just a little bit, while keeping the wake-up time fixed every morning, even on weekends or holidays. This consistent wake-up time acts as an anchor for the body's internal clock, helping it to reset and establish a stable sleep-wake rhythm. Gradually, the body will adjust to this new schedule, and the feeling of drowsiness will come naturally and more comfortably at the right time. At first, sticking to a regular schedule may feel difficult, especially if the person feels groggy or did not sleep well the night before. However, if they stay consistent for about 7 to 14 days, along with some small changes, like getting more physical activity during the day and reducing screen exposure at night, the difference can be quite noticeable. Not only will they fall asleep faster, but they will also sleep more deeply, feel more alert during the day, and no longer rely on short scattered naps in the afternoon or evening. 2. Light daily exercise. Many people mistakenly believe that the older you get, the more you should rest and avoid physical activity to conserve energy. In reality, too little movement leads to sluggishness, throws off the body's internal clock, and makes it harder to get good sleep. The truth is, gentle daily exercise, especially in the late afternoon, is one of the most natural, safe, and effective ways to help the body transition into a restful state at night. Physical activity burns energy, boosts endorphin levels, and helps regulate essential hormones including melatonin, the hormone that signals the body it's time to sleep. Exercise also causes a slight drop in body temperature afterward, creating a sense of relaxation, the perfect condition for falling asleep easily. For older adults, there is no need for intense or strenuous workouts. Simple activities like walking slowly around the house for 20 to 30 minutes, light cycling or doing a few gentle yoga or Tai Chi movements already bring noticeable benefits. The best time to exercise is late afternoon or early evening, just enough to feel good, but not too close to bedtime to avoid overstimulating the nervous system. In particular, deep breathing exercises, light stretching or meditation can be very helpful in calming the nervous system, reducing stress, and allowing sleep to come more naturally. For seniors with joint or heart issues, they can start with chair exercises or aquatic workouts under professional guidance. The key is to stay consistent every day. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day is better than overdoing it once and giving up. Besides improving sleep, daily movement brings many other health benefits for older adults. It enhances blood circulation, supports healthy blood pressure, keeps the body flexible, reduces the risk of falls, and boosts mental well-being. Studies show that seniors who stay active tend to have better memory experience, less anxiety, and live longer. 3. A comfortable sleep environment. First of all, the bedroom should be separated from all external noise such as traffic, the television, or household activities. Gentle sounds or complete silence are ideal for helping the brain relax. If noise cannot be avoided, using a white noise machine or wearing comfortable earplugs can be a small but very effective trick. Lighting in the bedroom is equally important. As we age, the body becomes more sensitive to light, especially blue light from phones, televisions, or light-emitting diode lamps. So turn off all light-emitting devices at least 1 hour before bed. Use blackout curtains to keep the room completely dark, and if necessary, switch to a warm, dim nightlight. Darkness helps melatonin, the hormone that induces sleep, to be released steadily, allowing the body to enter sleep more easily and naturally. Room temperature should also be adjusted for comfort, not too hot, not too cold. Everyone has their own comfort range, but most older adults tend to prefer a slightly warm room around 72 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. Also, keeping the air fresh and the room well ventilated adds to the ease of falling asleep. We also cannot overlook the importance of mattresses and pillows. For seniors, especially those with joint, spinal, or degenerative issues, a mattress that is too firm or too soft can cause back pain or neck stiffness, leading to interrupted sleep. It is best to choose a mattress with moderate support and a pillow that is not too high, one that fits the natural curve of the neck to maintain a comfortable sleeping posture. Sometimes simply changing to the right mattress or pillow can significantly improve sleep quality without any need for medication. Another important note is to avoid stimulants in the afternoon, especially tea, coffee, chocolate, or energy drinks. Caffeine can stay in the body for 6 to 8 hours, meaning if you drink coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you might still feel restless at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. To give the body enough time to relax, stop consuming these drinks after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Lastly, create the habit of treating the bedroom as a sacred space for rest. Do not work, eat, or use your phone or watch television once you are in bed. When your mind connects the bedroom with sleep, your body learns, this is time to fully relax. And from there, sleep comes more easily and more completely. 4. Morning sunlight. Avoid blue light at night. In the morning after waking up and finishing your personal hygiene routine, stepping outside for 15 to 30 minutes to soak up natural sunlight can help activate your internal clock, like hitting a reset button for your body after a night's rest. Morning sunlight has moderate intensity, very low levels of harmful UV rays, but is rich in natural blue light, the type that suppresses melatonin, wakes up your body, and gives you more energy and clarity. Even more importantly, daily morning light exposure helps keep your internal clock on schedule, sending accurate signals to your brain about when to be alert and when to wind down. For seniors, this is especially important because with age, the body produces less melatonin and the eyes become less sensitive to light. Without enough exposure to natural light in the morning, their sleep-wake rhythm becomes disrupted, often resulting in daytime sleepiness and nighttime alertness. A simple routine, sitting on the balcony, taking a walk around the yard, or opening all the curtains to let the sunlight in, can dramatically improve sleep quality. On the other hand, evening is the time when the body needs to switch off internally to prepare for rest. This is when we should avoid artificial blue light, the kind emitted from smartphones, televisions, tablets, or white light-emitting diode lamps. This kind of light tricks the brain into thinking it is still daytime, suppresses melatonin production, and delays the feeling of sleepiness. As a result, it becomes harder to fall asleep, or the sleep is shallow and easily interrupted. So after 9 o'clock in the evening, start a habit of dim lighting around the house. Turn off the television, put away your phone, and use soft, warm night lights if you need to move around. If you enjoy reading, pick up a paper book instead of reading from a phone or tablet. The less blue light you get at night, the easier your body can enter a deep relaxation state, the key to a full restful sleep. Sleep is not just physical rest, it is a kind of medicine for the soul, the foundation that keeps the minds of older adults clear, strong, and at peace. When sleep is out of rhythm or not deep enough, life begins to lose its natural flow. But the good news is, with a little attention and a few simple daily adjustments, we can help our loved ones regain quality restorative sleep every night. From maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule, engaging in light physical activity, avoiding evening blue light, to creating a comfortable sleep environment, each small step helps reset the body's internal clock. And once sleep is restored, everything else becomes easier. Better mood, sharper memory, more stable health, and a happier life. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a positive comment such as, "I will take better care of my sleep and my loved ones every day." That is not just a promise, it is a gift to yourself and those you care about. Let us build a community full of positive energy, a place where aging is no longer something to fear, but a stage of life worth living and truly meaningful. See you in the next video.